Hello everyone, welcome to Teamsport EKarting Utrecht, where today we're having one-shot qualifying, a race, a crash, and I am also a little bit dumb because I forgot to record the first race in this series. There's 4 races consisting of 3 races and a final. Now in the standings you can see number 1 and number 2 position have the same amount of points. That's because there's, I believe, 28 people here and there is not enough place on track for everyone. So there are 2 splits, split A and split B, and they both get points based on first, second, etc. And then at the end, after 3 races, there will be decided who gets into final A and who gets into final B. So a lot to race for. My friend Samuel and Alan are also here. Samuel is in 19th place, as you can see on this new graphics right now. And if you enjoy these graphics, these new graphics I designed myself, then please leave a like and comment, and also give me some suggestions if you think they could be any better. But yeah, going to the second and last places, the third screen actually, where there is standings, then you'll see that we are in 21st place and my friend Alan is in 23rd with only 1 point difference, but anything to play for because there's still 2 races to go. The quality of racers is also quite high today because it's the biggest member event and every quick driver decided to come here as well. You can also see my dad, he's in 27th place. He's here for 1 race. He decided to drop out after that because he thought he was not quick enough. It's unfortunate, but yeah, he was deciding that he was gonna go trackside and just make some clips of me on the phone. He took some pictures. I'm waving to my friends here, but they unfortunately don't see me, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But now we're gonna go to one-shot qualifying. And last time that we were here, I did not talk over qualifying because I decided it would be more fun to just let you see the lap. But today I'm gonna be talking you through this qualifying session. We go out, we go up the hill, and then immediately start our flying lap. So we're gonna set up, make sure we get a good exit here, and here we go across the line and we make a good first apex. Now we have the hairpin, it's decent, you have to sacrifice it a little bit for this apex. We hit it well, and here we go onto the straight at the top section. Now going to the spiral, we don't maximize the track, a little bit of a mistake, and then down we go, a little bit of an understeer, but that's fine. Going through the straight, now to the right with this little complex, we go in a little bit wide and we almost hit the wall on the exit, but it's decent. And here we go now, full throttle until we are at this hairpin. Going up the hill, we miss the apex a little bit, and here we go up the hill, we also miss this apex a little bit of oversteer as well, but here we go across the line, and that is 34.292, so 4/10 away just about from my quickest lap. And you saw someone in front of me being quite slow. He decided that he wanted to be the slowest on track and he wanted to start from last. So we're gonna have one guy behind us that is quite quick. So the only thing we do know right now is that we're not starting from the back, but we'll have to see which place we do get to start from. Now we're gonna have the graphic come up quite shortly when we're standing still here and see everyone's position as well. So here we go, we're standing still waiting to be waved through, and we're gonna have a look at the qualifying positions. So we are not unfortunately in the top 10 because some people have set some really good times. 3 people, even though it's even 4 people that have a better lap time than my personal best. So definitely gonna have to struggle if we're gonna try to have a better qualifying and get up to pole position. But we're gonna have to try in the next race to get at least into the top 10. But if we are looking now at the top 11 to 13, so the last 3 positions, then we see we are in 11th, so we're not last, we knew that, but there's one guy behind us as well. So that's not that great of qualifying. I was a little bit disappointed. It was a hard member event as well. It's really mentally hard when you're not doing as well as you think you can do. But I realized that these guys just are way quicker than me. I have to practice more, I have to come to this track way more often if I want to be even close to the guys at the front. So we're gonna have to get some tips from them as well one time when we're there. But for now we're just lining up at position 11 and we're gonna have to try to do something in the race to gain some position. There's also 1 joke lap you have to do, so we're gonna be trying to have a good way of doing that, maybe during a yellow flag or something, we'll have to see. But now we're getting ready for the 5 red lights for when they're going out. The track staff is leaving the track as well, getting to the right positions, and we are just trying to get into the mental game, trying to be ready for when the lights go out. It's a little bit hard to see from here for me, so I have to move my head a little bit so I can see them well, but the GoPro is a little bit higher so it can see it a little bit better. So here we are going to the lights. We have 3 lights, we have 4 lights, 5 lights, making sure we're not too soon on the gas, and here we go. 5 lights are out. We are racing at TeamSport Karting. Now we're on the inside of P10. We're trying to get past him right now, but he is still on the inside for the next corner. He gets a little bit of a bump and we don't get that position, but we have someone on our outside right now, so we're gonna have to be careful not to lose a position. A little bit of oversteer, make sure we go wide, and there we are, not losing any positions but also not gaining any positions. We do get a little bit of a gap. We try actually an overtake, we get side by side, but that gives us out of position, and now we are side by side with P11. We almost down to P12, but we're on the inside. Make sure we stay there to the inside. We are side by side still going up the hill. We run him out wide, so we still keep position, but all that fighting means we did lose a little bit of time to P10, so we have a little bit of a gap, and we're gonna have to try to catch up while also being harassed from behind. We have someone right behind us. We make sure we're not too defensive going into the spiral, but this is lap 2 of 24, and we're gonna have to try our best because there's a little bit of a gap forming right in front of us. So we look also back, making sure that they don't try anything, they don't try any overtake here. And here we go, we just can't take the normal line. We miss the apex a little bit, and he's right beside us. We have to make sure we give him some room, and we gave him enough room, and we're still in P11 for now. So we're going defensive into this corner, but in front of us there's a lot of them fighting, so they're going side by side, at least 2 pair of them. So that's a lot of fighting. That means we are getting a little bit of time as well. Now it's the time to think about the Joker lap. If they are fighting, losing positions, losing time, that might be able to overtake. So I actually go early, not waiting on a yellow flag. We are now in last position because of that, but it's gonna have to try and make sure that we are going to overtake some people. We get a thumbs up from the marshal as well. We lose the apex, so we must make sure that these laps are good, because if they're not good then we are just losing positions if they are trying the overcut. So here we go, we are trying to push now, push as hard as we can, going down to the spiral. Here we go. This is a tricky corner, and we make a little bit of a mistake as well. A lot of oversteer. I went too much on the brakes. That cost us a lot of time looking if someone is trying their Joker lap, and there's some guy standing still and 1 guy as well. So there's 2 guys still behind us now, so we are still in P11. Luckily they have to give the position back if they are coming out of the Joker lap. You cannot hold anyone up, so that's good for us, and we're now into P11, trying to get to the guy in front of us, but he has a little bit of a gap to him in front of him as well. So yeah, it's just between us and him, and also between the guys behind us. So we're gonna have to try. I'm gonna not be too defensive into the spiral. I actually do get a little bit defensive, but I'm not gonna be too defensive because I need some positions and some points as well. So here we go through the complex, beautiful apexes. Make sure we don't hit the wall on exit, and make sure that we keep the guy behind, because the guy that is right behind me is actually the quick guy, the guy that on purpose made a slower qualifying lap, and that he is now right behind us trying to fight on the outside. But if we're on the inside, get this apex beautifully, then we are sure to keep him behind at least for a few more corners. But here we go, we are actually going a little bit more defensive than I remembered, and we have a little bit of oversteer, a little bit slower, shaking the head. I need to be quicker. I want to catch the guys in front. We actually see someone take their Joker lap and come out in front of us. I don't know which position he took the Joker lap from. It was a good Joker lap though, so that's a little bit unfortunate for us. That is a position that we're gonna have to get on track. We are trying to also get some better lap times. I see there's a 34.2 twice in a row, the best lap time and the last lap time, so we're getting closer to our personal best, because the chance of getting into final A with the points we have is quite low. So we're gonna probably be in final B, but then maybe setting a better personal best is something we can aim for in this session, and maybe in the next 2 as well, because that means we are getting quicker at this track. Even though they reprofile the corner, I think it's still good to set a new personal best. So here we go up the hill. We do see 3 guys in front of us. They're quite close by, so maybe we do have something to gain. We actually go to a 33.9, so our first lap time in the 33s today, but we also have someone right behind us, so it's all about that speed, getting quicker, making sure we keep the guys behind us, making sure that we are in P11 and get as many points as possible. We go a little bit wide, but we still maintain the position, a little bit of oversteer. You see me using this wheel a little bit too much, but it's fine for now. So here we go. Can we set an even quicker lap time? Someone looks on the inside. I get a little bit spooked, but I do still turn in because I know that is no place to make that dive bomb. And here we go. We actually go back into the 34s, but that's okay. It's still quite close, only 2/10 difference, and also almost our personal best with that 33. So here we go through the spiral again, and we're again at the downhill straight. I do see the guys in front of me. They are pulling a little bit away, and we go a little bit wide, but again nothing for the guys behind us. So here we go, and yeah, as you can see, the guy in front of us is getting a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, we're trying our best. We're trying to set the best laps that we can, but for now it's not doing anything, which is a little bit unfortunate, of course. But we're now going into lap 10, still going, still trying our best, and also just trying to keep the guys behind us. They don't really try anything for now, so we're just gonna have to maintain our line, make sure we go defensive into the spiral, because it's the slowest corner I have. Again, some oversteer, a little bit of a worse exit as well, and here we go to the spiral. We go too wide. He actually sends it brilliantly down the inside, and there he goes, P12. I didn't see this coming. I was stunned during the race that it happened. I didn't realize there was an opportunity there, but he took it brilliantly. I still don't believe. I unfortunately don't have the camera from the view behind this, because I would really love to see that move from his POV, but unfortunately we don't have that, so we're gonna have to try and keep up with him. Maybe that he is gonna be our guide for our quick lap time. So here we go to the spiral, and we actually get a massive hit from behind. We hit the wall. That hurt a lot, I can tell you, and the guy next to me is making sure he doesn't overtake us. But yeah, I'm really hurt right now in the kart. I'm gonna finish this race, but my elbow and my knee are hurting a lot. So yeah, don't know what happened there, but the guy that was behind me, they made a mistake and hit me. Maybe I was going slow, I don't know, but yeah, as you can see, I am hurting, and we are going to be slower this race. I think we will still be around the 34 pace, so decent pace, but definitely a little bit less than we had before. And we're gonna have to race 2 more races with this pain, so that's a little bit unfortunate for us. We're gonna have to see if the pain gets better or not, but right now I'm just doing everything I can to stay in front of that guy, P12, and he is in P13. He was of course courteous enough to not overtake us at that point, but he is right behind us right now. We still have 10 more laps to go, so quite a few laps as well in that we still have to do. So now we're into 34.4, so a little bit slower than we were before. He's trying to overtake on our outside, but when we are on the inside for the next corner, he has nothing to do. Going to the spiral, still on our inside, or on our outside, he goes and tries to switch back. He's on our outside right now, but this corner is to the right, and if you have the inside, you can make sure that they don't get past. So here we go, we're going still side by side. He has a great exit. Now we go into this corner to the right. We still have the inside as well, and again we have for this corner we still have the inside, so we're still at front. But again, a switchback he tries, and now he's gonna try and set it down the inside. We leave a little bit space, and now he is past us, but we still try to fight it back. But he's on our outside coming to the spiral, and if you're on the outside, we have to try switchback or anything. Here we go, we try something, but we have a worse exit, and unfortunately you see my hand going off the steering wheel. He is past us, and I still have a little bit of pain to contend with, so just we're gonna try to follow him, maybe have a move at the end. But yeah, there we go, down to 13 and last, unfortunately, so that's a little bit of a shame. But again, this hairpin, we are still staying right behind him. We are into the 34.9s right now, so that's a decent. Trying to get back into a rhythm, getting back to the 33s, but it's gonna be really difficult in last place. So here we go, spiral, and you just can see he is driving away from me. I'm definitely not quick right now. My left knee is hurting, which is the one I use for the brake, so it's not the throttle that's the problem, it's the braking points that are gonna be a little bit of trouble for us. But we're just gonna do our best and see what we can manage at the end of this race, really pushing to set some better laps, maybe get to our PB. And actually, as I'm saying that, we do the same lap time on the exact 1000th we have on our personal best, so we did actually equal our personal best this race after that crash. So even though I do have a little bit of pain, it does seem to help and seem not that bad, because because the lap time is still good, and we are gonna try and set some better lap times. Maybe we are in last, maybe we're gonna finish last, but yeah, we're just gonna push. We're gonna see what we can do and see if we can maybe catch back up to the guy in front. He is quicker than me. Everyone seems to be quicker than me, but we're still into the 34s. So yeah, it's still a decent lap time actually. It's not that bad if you look at what I am feeling. I was feeling a little bit of pain. I didn't realize at the time I was actually doing quite some good laps. Maybe the braking was a little bit better. Instead of just stomping on the brakes, I had to be a little bit more careful on the brakes because my knee couldn't just deliver full power the whole time. It does seem to actually work, so maybe I'm gonna learn from that for the next time, and maybe the next race is gonna be a little bit better as well. I don't know yet, but yeah, we're going through this lap 18, 6 more laps to go after this one, so 3/4 through this race already. It went by really quick, and again a 34.0 lap time, so that's actually quite decent. Still, this apex, this corner, this spiral down is really difficult, and I didn't find the great lap time there, so that's one point on the track I really want to learn from. I'm gonna look at the footage from Samuel from the last race, which you are gonna be able to watch as well, because I strapped the GoPro to his final. He's in a different final than me, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be 4 videos, even though I forgot to record one of them, so that's good, that's fun, and it's gonna be great to learn from him. And he is also a little bit quicker on this, at least on lap time on this track. He is not in our split, as my friend Alan isn't as well, so they are doing their own thing and I'm doing my own thing. They are watching me from the track. I do see them, and we still have 5 more laps to go. We still do a 34.0, so that is a really consistent lap time, actually just between a 10th above the 34s, so that's really good. It's still gonna be, it's a little bit slower now. I do lose the guy in front of me out of my sight, and it definitely is easier for me to follow someone. I really enjoy following someone than if I'm alone, then it's gonna be a little bit slower. So 34.4, trying to push. My hand comes off the steering wheel when I'm hurting a little bit, trying to shake it loose a little bit and just hitting these apexes, trying our best. But yeah, we're in no man's land right now. No one in front of me, no one behind me, with 4, a little bit less actually after this one, 3 more laps to go, and we see someone behind us, so it's actually gonna be blue flags for us. So it's not even gonna be the full 24 laps. We didn't get any blue flags from the marshal, but we are in last, so we know we have to let him through. And just before the spiral we let him through, and we're gonna try and follow him, follow his lines, but he does get a good gap because we let him through. We didn't have the great speed through the spiral, and now we have to try and just stay with him, try to maintain that gap and try to get a little bit better lap time. So this is gonna be 1 more lap after this one. No, 1 more lap after that one, so 2 more laps after this one. They are showing us 2 more laps as well on the fingers with the marshal. So here we go to this complex 1 more time, and you see actually my hand comes off the steering wheel. I am still trying to relax a little bit instead of being tense, which I was during that race. So maybe that's also a point I can take away from that crash. Try to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less tense. That's gonna make me a quicker driver, because being that tense is hard. And you see me stretching my leg there because that's the knee that's hurting, so I'm just stretching it, trying to get through to the end. I'm just gonna go off the gas as well in the last lap. So 34.2, 1 more lap to go. Maybe gonna try and get into those 33s again, but it's probably not gonna be anywhere close, because I remember now at the end of the lap I'm gonna let off the gas when I'm going over the line, because I was really tired and really done with this race. Because yeah, 13th was not good, was not what I wanted. I wanted to try and finish in the top 10 starting P11. Unfortunately it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be P13 for now. So here we go, we're gonna be across the line, and there we go, P13 unfortunately. So yeah, we're just gonna go slow into the pit straight, and we're gonna stretch our leg. And here are the race results. So Lennart wins, and we are, as you can see, not in the top 10. We are going to be in P13. So there you go. I did also include my dad, because he did not start and he's not gonna show up on the race results or on the standings anymore after this video. So there we go, the standings are from both heats again. So as you can see, there's 3 people on 57 points, really close at the top. I go into the pit a little bit too quick. I didn't want to brake a lot, so my apologies for that. And here we go, we can actually Samuel P16 almost into the quicker final. Will he make it? We'll see that next week, but we are in P24, so it's gonna be difficult for us to even get to the quick final A. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment if you have any tips, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.